So it's actually the 1st of May, bank holiday, and this is my end of April roundup and tour of the plot. So things have not changed hugely from the last time, or it doesn't feel like it. We have managed to get some plants in, not a huge amount of plants. I was hoping that we would be able to direct sow some seedlings, but what we have managed to do is potatoes. We've got in 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4.5 rows of first earlies. Now they were looking fantastic, and then we had a cold snap and they did get a little bit burned, so we have earthed them up a bit. I think they're not too bad. I mean, some of them don't look as bad as others. There's one sticking up there, you can see it's got some brown leaves on it, but hopefully it will survive. So and of course, coming up throughout, we're having to keep on top of quite a lot of mainly bindweed on those, but we've managed to clear the end here pretty much. And so we're actually thinking that this end will be potatoes, this sort of third of the plot, because through the post have arrived some main crop potatoes, which I think is going to be my next job. It sort of feels like all I've been doing is digging potatoes into the allotment, but it will all pay off in the end, hopefully. So other news is that we have down here a sage plant. So that's in a row which we're thinking will be sort of semi-permanent to permanent stuff, although yesterday I planted some garlic in there. So we were planning to put Jerusalem artichokes in this bit, but we just didn't get around to ordering any in the end. Time has caught up. We are very, very late with our garlic. Whether anything will come of it, who knows. So we've got a path has materialised, and we would like to get some wood chip down and really define this as a path. We still don't have, you will notice, our water container or our shed. The difficulty is trying to get the water container delivered, so that's a work in progress. We are slightly worried about our rhubarb in the raised bed. It seemed to be doing quite well initially, but hasn't really come on a huge amount, so that may have to be moved. So in our other bed here we've got some radishes, carrots, spring onions. The radishes are doing great, and we've sown another row which has yet to come through. The spring onions looking good, but here we can see 1 or 2 carrots coming up. We think the problem with that row of carrots is the local cat, and in fact we know that somebody has been digging in this raised bed, so we may have to think cat repellent. So that's that, and then we've decided to put herbs down here. We got loads of herbs in the greenhouse, and here are some that we bought that we've just put in. Some chocolate mint, spearmint, this is blood sorrel, oregano, and some thyme, and then we'll bring the herbs from the greenhouse and put them in here. But the super exciting news is that we have neighbours who have just taken on the plot next door, which and they're busy trying to clear that. So having new neighbours means that we really only have to worry about weeds coming in from 2 of the 4 sides, which is the side behind the raised bed and the funny little alleyway behind 4 or 5 houses just to the side, and that has a lot of, well, everything, including ivy, so there's a lot of ivy roots coming in from that side. And that really is us for April. There's a lot of stuff happening in the greenhouse, so that is probably going to be the next job, is to bring things over from the greenhouse to harden them off.